Cheney Elementary School, Civic Oration Contest, 2002. The prompt: what makes the USA great? Mom said to talk about how it... The prompt: what makes the USA great? Mom said talk about how it makes way for people like us with a place to stay. But by 5th grade, I was already jaded by the images of Vietnam that my textbooks painted. So corrupt, so deceitful as a people. Had other kids tell me I was intrinsically evil. And my teachers worried that I would isolate them, that telling the immigrant story would affect my grade, because after all, this is a contest. If the judges can't relate, then they won't be responsive. Here I highlighted some parts for you to shorten, and I whited out some things that I don't think are important, because they don't really fit our definition of foreign. Funny thing is, I didn't think twice about it. She was a real American. Who was I to doubt it? And I kept believing them, and it didn't feel crazy then. Funny how it keeps you grounded when they label you an alien. Because that's what we do, we immigrants. We don't really talk much, we just keep listening. And I would take it in because I was new and I was still learning until I realized those books would never reflect my journey. If class lessons are biased, then yes, united we stand, but we are just standing still. If we don't have a plan to tell our story, then someone else will. But Mom said, honey, don't get involved in all of this. We're lucky enough to be here. It doesn't really matter what they call us. No, I care what they call us. She would clean bathrooms day and night just to put me through college. But she said, it's okay. I've been through much worse. They're just words, honey. They don't really hurt. Like her first job, first day in the States, no clue how to make an American hamburger. Customers spit on it right in front of her. She was cussed out by the manager because she didn't know the difference between mayonnaise and mustard. Maybe something about mixing the yellow and whites confused her. But that didn't upset her. She kept going, knowing the best country in the world would eventually accept her. And now 20 years later, all her kids graduated. She took the test, took the oath, flag waving, Mom, we made it. We can talk politics and you don't have to be afraid. And then she was pulled over because she wasn't the right shade. In South Georgia, in a town with population 500, where everybody owns a gun but police do the most hunting. Despite her knowledge of the law, she told herself, stay quiet. What do you do when the one thing you depend on is biased? What do you do when you've made this country yours? You raise your kids with the intention of moving this country forward. Because this country is all they've ever known. And after 24 years, you finally thought you could call this country home. Because in this new life, you are so much more than a voiceless housewife. You can speak your mind, and they promised that it would matter. They said just keep working harder, the rewards will come after. Just so long as you remember to always pay your taxes. Keep your head down, make do, and be a product of your environment. Then you turn on the news, all you see is a racist, a bigot with a false sense of entitlement, claiming to make America great again with hate and violence. And then you realize that these sentiments are not his alone. How quickly they will remind you, this was never your home. My mom has given up hope, but this is all I know. And I will fight for the rest of my life to show it. As an immigrant, a woman of color, I will make scholars of my daughters. I won't tolerate white collars who pause or try to stop her, who draw our lines and call for fines, but still deny my equal dollar. Playing with our lives, you need to find a better hobby. Yes, I will stay and lobby, and no, I won't say sorry, because no man's voice is louder than my choices for my body. Mom, I know this sounds angry. I know we're supposed to keep our heads down and stay friendly, but I'm so tired of being agreeable to a point of having no identity. Dear Cheney Elementary, I may be 15 years too late, but isolation is not a weapon. Immigrants should never be threatened. If you don't understand acceptance, you have no idea what makes this country great. Thank you.